to do the right thing.
National house prices chalked up the deepest downturn in more than 40 years last month as interest rate rises bite. Property values are retreating in all capital cities, with an average Sydney house back under $1 million. Real estate agents say the number of distressed sellers is on the rise, with a jump in those facing the nightmare of negative equity. It comes as rental prices continue to soar. Emilia Terzon has the story.
Real estate agents are having to hustle again.
And your full name, please?
Nilesh Shukla.
This first home buyer has been looking for 6 months, and this unit in Sydney's West is an attractive option.
This is the garage.
That's the garage, quite spacious and some storage.
It's even got space for the kids, and it's the right price in the mid-600s.
Maybe I will talk to the agent and I will see how much we can negotiate.
It's the hope of many buyers in a market where prices are still coming down off an unprecedented boom. While values nationally only went down a little bit in January, in the last year they're off more than 7%. The biggest falls last month were in Brisbane and Hobart, and the majors are still going down. Sydney is now back below $1 million for a standalone home.
Have you got pre-approval, Nilesh?
Yeah, I got the pre-approval.
All right, okay.
The amount that people can spend on a property is dropping with every rate hike.
I was getting something around 900K, but now when I approach the bank, they say that, okay, we can lend you around 600 to 650.
The fastest cash rate rise in decades is also hurting people with mortgages.
We are getting now calls from a lot of landlords. They are struggling with the repayments, so they are looking to sell. You know, all the inflations and other day-to-day cost has gone up, so they can't afford.
Yeah, that's just comparing all the different downturns.
Market analysts say that it's a tough situation for those who bought at the peak of the boom.
It's quite possible that people have lost value in their homes, and depending on the size of the deposit they went in with, it could be that they're in a negative equity position now as well.
The cash rate was at a historic low less than a year ago. It's now forecast to go up towards 4% in coming months.
It wouldn't be surprising to see more and more people struggling with higher mortgage repayments off the extremes that we've seen in interest rate movements.
Tanmay Goswami's distressed sellers still have a lifeline.
If they are not getting what they want, probably they are better off putting the property on a rent, because rental market has gone tremendously.
Rental prices picked up again in January. Annually, they're up more than 10%. Apartments and units are going up the most, with those in Sydney and Brisbane soaring 15% in a year, while Melbourne's unit rents are up 13%. Eliza Owen says the biggest pressure on rents right now is the return of migration.
And that's really where you're going to see a first response, is people going back into share houses.
Nilesh Shukla's rent was hiked 3 months ago.
I was renting for around 500 in Stratfield, and then the rent got increased to 700.
He wants to put that money towards a mortgage for his young family, but unfortunately for Tanmay Goswami, it wasn't for this property today. A still cooling market with more rate hikes on the way.